Welcome to one of the most captivating stories in the Bible, that of Joseph, Jacob's beloved son. Joseph, 11th of 12 sons, is showered with affection by his father, who gives him a multicolored tunic, symbol of this special favor. But this favoritism arouses the jealousy of his brothers. To make matters worse, Joseph has two prophetic dreams. In one, their sheaves of wheat bow before his, and in the other, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bow before him. These visions of a future where he rules over them further fuel their hatred. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on the condition of his brothers who were tending the flocks. When they see him from afar, their jealousy reaches its peak. They plot to get rid of him. He took him and threw him into a cistern, and planning to kill him, Judah offered to sell him to a caravan of Ishmaelites heading to Egypt. To cover up their crime, they soak his tunic in animal blood and make their father believe that a wild animal killed him. Meanwhile, Joseph, betrayed and broken, finds himself a slave in a foreign land. But this is only the beginning of his incredible journey. In Egypt, Joseph is sold to Potiphar, an officer of the Pharaoh. Thanks to his intelligence and loyalty, he quickly gains his master's trust and becomes steward of his entire household. Everything seems to be improving, but a new ordeal arises. Potiphar's wife tries to seduce Joseph. Refusing to betray the trust of his master and his God, Joseph resists, but she falsely accuses him. Result: he is thrown in prison. Yet even in this dark place, God is with him. Joseph finds favor in the eyes of the Lord. One day, two servants of the Pharaoh, imprisoned with Joseph, have mysterious dreams. With God's help, Joseph interprets their dreams. One will be restored to his duties, while the other will be executed. His predictions turn out to be correct. 2 years later, when the Pharaoh was troubled by a dream that no one could explain, Joseph was called. The Pharaoh dreams of 7 fat cows devoured by 7 lean cows and of 7 full ears swallowed up by empty ears. Joseph reveals that these dreams predict 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Impressed, the Pharaoh elevated Joseph to the rank of governor, placing him at the head of all Egypt. After the 7 years of plenty, famine struck Egypt, but the country where Joseph's family lived, Joseph's brothers went to Egypt to buy grain. Without recognizing Joseph, who had become powerful and unrecognizable, they bowed before him, thus fulfilling his youthful dream. But Joseph decides to put them to the test to see if they have changed. He accuses them of spying, detains Simeon, and demands that they bring back their youngest brother. After several exchanges, Joseph does not reveal himself to them. Overwhelmed by emotion, Joseph finally reveals himself to his brothers. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold in Egypt." Terrified, they expect his revenge. But Joseph offers them forgiveness, explaining that what they had intended for evil, God transformed into good. He invites them to settle in Egypt with their father Jacob to escape famine. The family is reunited, and Jacob, seeing Joseph alive, praises God for his faithfulness. Joseph generously welcomes his entire family, offering them refuge in the land of Goshen, where they prosper despite the famine. Jacob blessed his sons before he died, and after his death, Joseph's brothers feared that he would seek revenge. But Joseph reassures them with words full of wisdom and forgiveness. "You planned to do me harm. God changed it for good, to accomplish what is happening today, to save the lives of a numerous people." Genesis 50:20. Joseph lived a long and prosperous life in Egypt, remaining faithful to God until the end. The story of Joseph teaches us that even in the darkest times, God is at work to turn evil into blessing. Betrayal, injustice, exile, all serve to accomplish a much greater divine plan. Whether through trials or success, Joseph remained faithful to God, and his story reminds us that forgiveness and faith can change the course of our lives. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share this video if it inspired you.